We have the Jazz as the road team for today's Western Conference matchup. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. So Golden State will get the first possession. Chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So on the floor for Utah, Favors and Gobert, the shot-blocking duo inside. Hood out there with Shelvin Mack, and it's Hayward in the 3 slot.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Curry. No luck. Great D that time from Favors. For so long, there has been this mindset that Golden State wins through offense, but their defense, you know, Gia, you were talking about this, is where the true strength of this team lies.
Yeah, I think that's what's really allowed them to separate when you look at the rest of the league. I mean, they led the league in opponents' field goal percentage last season, and some nights the shots weren't falling, but the defense always showed up. Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. It makes it look fun and easy.
Jazz have gone 2 or 3 here to start off the game. Here's Hayward, and he dunks it down.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
And Derek Favors with the slam.
Flush that thing down, young fella.
That is a fierce two-hander.
Maximum force on that dunk.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Outside for Curry. For 3. And there's Green on the assist by Curry. Green's got his first 3 points of the game.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Hood dishes to Hayward. The Jazz working the ball around now. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Green. It's Thompson off the drive. Again, the miss by Thompson.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
From deep. Again, the miss by Thompson.
Just cannot find the rhythm. Still yet to hit a shot this quarter.
Here's Gobert. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
The drive by Thompson. And Derek Favors picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And what a first year it was for Steve Kerr and the Warriors. It was the best debut as a new coach ever. 67 wins. He also established a franchise win total in his first year.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Andrew Bogut. He's checked in for Iguodala. Rush comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Jazz.
Yeah, I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
changes here for the Warriors. Barbosa comes in for Klay Thompson. And Ian Clark subbed in for Sean Livingston. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Rush. The shot will not go. Great D that time from Favors. Throws it up high.
What a pass, and then the layup was a bit of a circus move.
Oh, so smooth.
Yeah, and he really could have fouled that one up trying for the big slam there, though. Just a nice, solid finish for the layup.
And again, no good by Golden State. Well, what a second half of the season it was for the Jazz. After the All-Star break, they went on a rampage.
And the catalyst for that was the defense. I mean, very few opponents got to triple digits against the Jazz after the All-Star break.
Here's Barbosa. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for two.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen. Did not need two hands for that slam.
You know, he can save the other hand for the next time.
One will do just fine.
Yeah, but just to switch it up a little bit.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And for the Jazz and their defense post-All-Star break, it helped them in their big second-half run. How about a 422 field goal percentage against after the break?
And the Warriors with some changes. Spates checked in for Bogut. Curry comes in for Leandro Barbosa. And it's Thompson in for Ian Clark.
And you know, you were talking about the field goal percentage against for the Jazz. It was the third best in the league after the All-Star break. That's field goal percentage defense. They allowed the fewest points in the NBA after the break as well.
Here's Green. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
Here's Mack. And the pass to Favors. And a strong finish with two hands.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
And Curry, here we go. And stolen by Hayward. Out to the right wing. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Hood can't get it to go. Warriors trail by 3. Green, the pass to Thompson. And he hits the jump shot. Thompson's got his first 2 points.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing. The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Jazz lead by 1. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
And the Jazz with possession here.
Well, I tell you, the Warriors roster fit together hand in glove. They were led by the Splash Brothers, but the front court and the bench really complemented the rest of the team perfectly because all of the players for the Warriors were extremely versatile and highly skilled.
Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3. Iguodala out there with Festus Ezeli. And it's Curry in at the 1. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. And that one falls for Favors. As you're talking about the Warriors, you know, they were built to play with each other last year. The bigs could all pass very well, and that set up the three-point threats.
And then even on the defensive side, I mean, they had players that really complemented each other. I mean, some undersized power forwards who countered with rim protectors. I mean, they also had the length at every perimeter position to switch on any play. So they are equally as adept on that side of the ball.
And that one's good.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
To the paint. And stolen by Barnes. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Thompson misses. Utah leading. Hood kicks to Gobert. And stolen by Barnes. And now Iguodala running the floor.
The lead changes hands once more. There has been no separation between these two teams.
You know, it's made for one heck of an entertaining game. Even when it hasn't been the best basketball being played, it sure has been fun to watch.
Hood dishes to Favors. And the rejection by Iguodala. It's Thompson off the drive. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that. Boy, I tell you, I thought the Jazz had a big year last season. Looked much tougher than before. A big part of that is how Coach Quinn Snyder helped the team grow. I mean, he looked like a perfect fit in his first year with the franchise.
Mack, the pass to Favors. Hayward.
Shot's good.
Hit.
And it's good. Fought through contact. Hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line. We were mentioning the Jazz, and they grew last year under Coach Quinn Snyder in his first year. You know, Greg, he did the same thing with teams when he was a coach in the D-League.
That's a great point, Kevin. And beyond the growth that the Jazz showed, I think everyone in Utah was pleased with the style of play. I mean, Coach Snyder's got the team back to playing hard defense and really grinding out wins.
And that one misses. Utah was so tough near the end of last season, Greg. They weren't going to make the playoffs, but they did give other teams some trouble.
That's a great point. And how about going 19-10 after the All-Star break? Another team that would have been in the playoffs if they were in the East.
Here's Barnes. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Barnes has got the lead up to 4 now for the Warriors. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That'll be his second foul of the game. Some changes for Golden State. Green, he's checked in for Iguodala. Rush comes in for Barnes. And Ian Clark subbed in for Sean Livingston. The drive by Green. And the rejection by Favors. Down low. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And, you know, for the Jazz, you mentioned their post-All-Star break surge. I mean, that 19-10 record they had after the break was good enough for 6th best in the league.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
No good on that one.
And really, the Jazz were a team nobody wanted to play after the break. They were over 500 against the rest of the West and had some big wins over playoff teams in the process.
Withey's checked in for Utah. Trey Burke comes in for Shelvin Mack.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Burke kicks to Withey. Another shot. And he sinks the layup. Withey's got his first basket.
Well, if this game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
They've had a strong game on that front, Clark, no doubt about it.
Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
And, guys, I think each team knows they can win this game, just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Timeout called the Warriors. Some changes for Golden State. Spates checked in for Bogut. And Steph Curry is subbed in for Leandro Barbosa. The Warriors trail. And the Warriors miss again. For Utah, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Again, Curry missing.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Favors dishes to Booker. Back to Favors. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
I tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay. And they can up the ante a little bit there after that basket.
Yeah, you know, their lead's increasing, and they've got to be feeling better and better about the way this game is starting to play out now. So we'll see if they can close it out.
And really, the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
The Jazz making a switch here. Burks is checked in. Utah Jazz saw one of the biggest year-to-year improvements in the league last season. The big part of that, of course, was their play on the road.
And, you know, Kevin, they nearly doubled their road wins from last season by getting 17 away from home. And I thought they progressively got better as the season wore on. He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
And that will be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession.
Now in the lineup for the Jazz, Joe Ingles.
There's 10 seconds left in the first half. From deep. Can't get it to go.
And sometimes he can hit that deep three, but it's not a high percentage shot for him.
Yeah, even for him, that's out of his range.
And so we wrap up the first half. Utah out in front. They lead by 6. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. welcome you back to the NBA here on 2K Sports. And we're ready to get going once more. The players having a chance to have a short break and get some rest themselves and get refueled and hydrated with some Gatorade. More terrific basketball in store for us tonight. Really an incredible game from Gordon Hayward.
The way he was able to attack the rim in that first half. Defenders are going to need to start building walls and being connected defensively if they want to have any chance to stop him.
Now, come on, Greg. That's much easier said than done when he's the penetrator. I mean, his speed and agility make him extremely tough to cover.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Really an incredible game from Gordon Hayward.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. Favors and Gobert are the shot blocking duo inside. Shelvin Mack is out there with Alec Burks. And it's Ingles in the three. And Gobert kicks to Favors. And that one's good. Favors got 14 points for the game.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Ingles kicks to Gobert. And Favors gets it to go in on the assist by Gobert. And it's a 10-point Jazz lead.
He's been aggressive looking for a shot, but without much success. It might be time for him to take a step back and look to help the team in other ways.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. What a year for the Warriors. Clark won their division for the first time in 39 years, ran away with the very tough Western Conference.
And there were a number of surprises last season, Kevin, but the Warriors were at the top of the list. I mean, I don't think anybody, including you and I, pegged them to be as good as they were.
Especially the way the finals began.
Exactly.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Joe Ingles. Rodney Hood subbed in for Burks.
Not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge, too.
They've been the aggressors, plain and simple, outworking them, fighting for every loose ball. And the Warriors won 51 games back in 2014, improved that mark by 16 wins last season. Among teams that won at least 50 games in the previous year, that 16-game improvement was an NBA record for the Warriors.
Kevin, he's been a bright spot in what's otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
Assist goes to.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
It goes without saying the Warriors set franchise records all over the place with their play. Their win total being the highest ever, but also of note it was the first time they've won 50 games in back-to-back seasons. They seem to truly have arrived as a top-notch franchise in this current state of the NBA.
Mazzili's checked in for the Warriors. Livingston comes in for Steph Curry.
They ran that inbounds play perfectly there to get the quick hitter.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul. And the Warriors making a change here. Rush is checked in. The Warriors have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate. Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well. And
Go ahead and quit, scrub.
Scoring points in bunches. And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Livingston kicks to Azili. Outside, Green. 13 feet away. Livingston, no luck.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Offensive rebound. Here's Gobert. And the shot no good, a bit short. To the left side wing. Rush from outside. Rebound, Utah.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
Green. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
A lot of NBA teams have been outright buying developmental league teams. I mean, the Jazz did that last season. They purchased the Idaho Stampede last March, and we see more and more of that happening, one-on-one affiliations between D-League teams and NBA teams.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Festus Ezeli. And it's Barbosa in for Thompson. Nato misses the three. Well, last year the Jazz acquired the Stampede from the D-League. It makes sense. They'll have a designated place now to develop, Greg, all their young talent.
And Kevin, it's really a key for the Jazz to have those extra minutes available for all those young talents to get an opportunity to get confidence, but also to learn your system. I think more and more NBA teams will follow this route of buying D-League teams.
And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. That sends Gordon Hayward to the free throw line. It's going to be on Maurice Spates. And Hayward no good on that one. Barbosa passes to Spates. No good with the layup.
Warriors foul call.
The Jazz shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Shooting for Golden State. Gordon
Free throw drops for Hayward.
at the line for two.
That one is no good. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Jazz lead by 14. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Warriors trail by 14. Iguodala out there with Bogut. Then there's Barbosa. Then there's Harrison Barnes. And it's Curry in at the 5. So that's the group out there for Golden State. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andrew Bogut. That is his first foul of the game. Passes it to Booker. Nato, guarded by Kerr. Here's Gobert. There's the double team with Bogut. Gobert can't hit. Curry with it. Now defended by Gobert. Jacks up a 3. Another miss by Curry.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Nato, covered by Barbosa. The dish to Booker. To the middle. got a piece of it. Shot clock at 5. Offensive rebound. Here's Gobert. And it's blocked by Curry. And that one's good. And the Jazz lead by 13.
Yeah, enough scoring on the inside there. I think it's time for him to send a message to his team.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all of those points coming in the paint. They've got to show more resistance there.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr was going over with his team. He didn't exactly take it easy on them, saying, how much do you want it? Don't tell me. Show me out there. We have to play better. We have to play harder if we're going to come back. Guys?
Rodney Hood's checked in for Burks. And Mack kicks to Favors. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter.
Well, with the season the Warriors put together, they came out way ahead of everybody else in the West. I mean, given how tough the West was last year, that makes their 67-win season all the more impressive. One of the best in history in my mind.
And he can't get the first one. Warriors took apart the West last season. They went 42-10 against the rest of the conference. The games between them in second place and the West were the same as the games between second place and 8th in the West.
And the Warriors didn't just pick on the little guys. I mean, they had big wins over the top teams in the West. Against the rest of the playoff teams, the Warriors were a whopping 20-5. And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
It's stolen by Curry. Oh, and here comes Barnes all alone. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Hayward with the ball. This is to Favors. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Green. Here's Curry with the 3. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Hayward goes in. Here's Favors. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
He power surged that one down. Wow.
Yeah, good term to use. One of the game's top dunkers for sure.
Folks, that's not a petty, not a Manny. That's a facial.
Mack, no luck.
A key rebound there, but they can do a little better on the glass here down the stretch.
Guys, it's been their weakness to this point in the game, but they're still alive.
From downtown, they get the rebound. Curry with the defensive effort.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Green dishes to Thompson. Here's Curry with the 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 20 points for Steph Curry.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
Yeah, but Clark, the other thing that sticks out for me, the number of assists they've made over the course of this game.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 9-point ball game here. Warriors have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. From deep 3-point range, Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line. It's going to go on Gordon Hayward.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line.
And so he's good on all 3 free throws, and that trims the lead to 6.
He was very composed on that trip to the stripe, and it's close to being a one-possession game now.
.44 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
And really, I like the fact that even with the big lead, they never coasted.
To me, that's a sign of a really good team, Greg, because you should always be playing against the game and yourself. I know there's an opponent out there, but when you have a lead, it's all about continuing to execute. Do what you do and stay true to that. And I like that aggressiveness and full speed ahead kind of attack that they have.
That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Boy, I love the serious killer instinct they've shown, finishing strong.
Curry gets the bucket.
It has been a three-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
Gets the first, and that stretches their lead to 8. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 9-point ball game here.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
Livingston kicks to Barbosa. Here's Spates. Good on the shot.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
And so it's Utah with the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And, Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.